politicians never even directly want to confront these fundamental questions and are so hung up on the small minutia of politics. And so, that's why we're creating an independent social movement.
This is a teach-in about Occupy Wall Street so that people can find out more what's going on, supporters can come together.
I am really excited that there are people who make it a priority at this point to speak out against the kinds of just injustice that this country is dishing out on a daily basis.
I think for a long time people have been frustrated with how things are, but perhaps they've grumbled to themselves or they've complained to their friends, but now we're giving them an opportunity to share their voice and to feel solidarity with others who feel the same way.
It's no accident that over 70% of the people in New York City support the occupation. It's no accident that over 50% of the American people do as well.
We're trying to do a new form of politics to try and re-envision what the democratic process could look like, and part of that is to not have everything prepackaged, but to create a space for people to share their ideas, to experiment, to come together and not have it confined to one political perspective.
But it is, in a certain sense, a pre-political movement, and that's exactly what it should be at this stage. It's incredibly diverse, and I think because of its diversity, it's going to be more important than it would be otherwise.
Hopefully, this is not an end in itself, but the beginning.
It's a movement that embodies an almost inexpressible dissatisfaction with what has become of American society.
More personally, I have friends and family who have had the problems with the economy that many Americans have had over the past years. Educational debt, medical debt, layoffs, resisting house foreclosures.
I would like to see everyone be able to have an education. As an educator, that is, of course, a prime concern of mine.
Education is a human right, not a commodity.
We're trying to ask these big questions. We're trying to ask, how can we make it so that 1 in every 6 children doesn't live in poverty? We can get reasonable access to things like education and healthcare. And so we don't necessarily have the exact answer, but that doesn't mean the question isn't worth asking and those goals aren't worth pursuing.
It's not that we have a whole lot to teach the occupiers and the people who are running the occupation, but we have a lot to learn from them. That is to say that the Rutgers community has a whole lot to learn from them.
There will be many defeats, many reversals, but as long as you are not defeatist, we, in the broader sense, will either be victorious, or if we are not, we will have given it our best shot.